I've seen love come and I've seen love walk away. So many questions, will anybody stay?
Peter King Corcoran. I'm using your middle name because I plan to use the royal we in this short but heartfelt recognition of all the gifts and the sacrifices you've made while we've been here in seminary. So here we are at the CiM brunch, recognizing you and all of these other wonderful CiM companions. We made it through seminary, and my dear, we would not have made it without you. Without you driving cross country multiple times to move us and sell our house. Without you taking over the bulk of the shopping, the banking, the bill paying, and generally supporting everything we do with your patience and your presence. Without you moving cross country 2 summers in a row to support me through CPE and to see your kids and grandkids, which was the biggest sacrifice of all, missing 3 years of being in close proximity to your precious grandchildren. Without you giving feedback on my sermons and papers and attending seminary classes so we could discuss the finer points of Christian history and Old Testament over dinner. Without you providing nursing care to our geriatric dog, who while we've been in seminary has come to need 2 insulin shots a day, midday pills, and 2 a.m. potty breaks. And without you driving me nearly 4 hours every Sunday to field education so that I could do homework in the car. And along with all of that, you've been a quietly amazing neighbor and father to Cameo, providing rides all hours of the day and night, helping folks who had a tree fall through their roof, pressure washing patios and the Woodlands play equipment, taking slow walks with grieving widowers, assisting international students with getting phones and groceries, loaning your truck and your tools to your friends, and my endless labyrinth projects, fixing random strangers' flat tires at Shenanigans, constructing labyrinth signs for my field education placement, and also for Abbo's Alley. The list could go on and on. I'm so proud of the way you've quietly served others and been such a great father and neighbor in our community. So Peter King Corcoran, Wado, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful to you for your love and support of my kooky indigenous labyrinth priestly calling, and so thankful that we made it through some really tough times and some really great times here in beautiful Sewanee. Thank you for being your own imperfect, perfect self, and for being part of our royal we.
Ashton, what can I say? This has been an incredible 3 years of making new friends, of new experiences, of growing closer in our relationship with God. But it's also been a really hard 3 years because we've had to be separate for most of that time. And I know, we've replayed scenarios in our heads of like, well, what if we had done this? Or what if we had done that? But I think we both know that this was the best choice. But I know the sacrifice you have made in staying in Knoxville while I've been here. And I just want to thank you for that, because I could not have done any of this without you. And I'm looking forward to really soon being able to be home, and it'll just be me and you and Miss Kitty and Charlie, and we can begin our life fully married, fully together in our service to each other and to the Lord. And I just cannot thank you enough for the last 3 years. I love you so much.
Karen, my dear, I adore you. You've been such a godsend, especially through this whole process. Even before the process began, you were supportive. I'm so grateful and blessed to have you as my partner. I want to thank you for all the work you've done to help me get through the classes, the courses, the papers, and everything. I appreciate your willingness to walk alongside me as I chase my impossible hobbies and different things that I like. Thank you. I love you so much, and I appreciate how we're spending our lives together now.
I don't know who I'd be if I didn't know you. I'd probably fall off the edge. I don't know where I'd go if you ever let go. So keep me out in your hands.
Hi, Lance. Something like 15 years ago, I began to discern a call to ministry, and you were one of the first people to recognize that call in my life, to encourage me to pursue it, and I can't count all of the ways that you have made it possible for me to be where I am today. This has been an incredible journey, and I am so grateful that I've been able to be on it with you. And I'm very excited for what this next chapter holds in store for the both of us. So thank you. Thank you for being my supporter, my encourager, my shoulder to cry on, and always, always my dearest friend. I love you, and thank you.
Hey Kyle, so we're here, about to leave the mountain. I want to take a moment to say thank you for your support and for your kindness and patience through this process. I do not believe that I could have done any of this without you. You're my best friend, my confidant, my companion. You're the person I turn to when I need strength and hope, and when I need a change of perspective and a reality check. I hope you are enjoying the CiM's lunch and remembering strange times in rural Tennessee and dreaming and conspiring about the future. I feel very hopeful about our future and what God is doing in our lives. I'm very thankful to have you as a ministry partner. Yeah.
Hi Kyle, I just want to say thanks for all the ways that you have been present for me in this time in seminary. I know that this has been a really long journey, but you have done all the little things that I needed help with along the way, like cooking dinner and cleaning and watching the kids so I could go to presentations, and just every little tiny thing you've been there for. You were there when my mom died just to do the things that needed to be done, and I really, really appreciate it. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm so excited to do this next step together, and I'm grateful that you're excited for it too, and that we can go do this as a family in joy. So thank you for all the ways that you've supported me. I love you.
Hey Ab, I think you know how much I despise being recorded, so I will try to keep this short. I need to say thank you to you for being along for this entire journey. I think we started 4 years ago, not really knowing where all of this would take us, in a conversation like the second month into the pandemic. And then I got an admission letter to online seminary at a beach house in South Carolina. We had like a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old at that point. This feels like ancient history. But for 3 years, you were consistently supportive and there to answer questions and to let me talk through things, to let me talk about my classmates and my teachers who none of us had ever met because they were online. You were there and you were the constant. I think our biggest test then came when the bishop said we needed to go to Sewanee, and you were, as always, supportive and patient and kind and let me talk through all the positives and negatives. And then when we decided to go, fully supportive of that move, even though we had issues with kids and questions about finances and questions about parents, all the different things that have come up for us in the last 4 years, you have been constant and consistent and patient and caring and loving and my rock for all of it. This is now kind of coming to an end for us as far as seminary goes, and we're on to the next big adventure here in a month and a half. And I think I can only make that step because I know that you'll be consistent and loving and caring all through that too. We have a lot of big questions coming up as far as where we're living and where you're working and where the kids go to school and all of that. But just the last 4 years, let alone the 12 years of marriage, have shown that I don't have anything to worry about because I have you with me. So thank you for everything, for being my companion in ministry so far through seminary, and for wherever we go and whatever we have in Michigan and wherever after. I know that you'll be there. So thank you.